Football, they say, is a game of moments. A flash of brilliance, a moment of magic can etch a player's name into the hearts of fans and the history books. This season, two young attackers have seized their moments, announcing themselves on the grand stage with a blend of audacity and raw talent. Joshua Zirkzee and Evan Ferguson, names that once lived on the fringes of whispered rumors, now resonate with the promise of greatness. Their journeys, though vastly different, are united by a shared narrative, the rise of the unexpected hero. Zirkzee, after a turbulent start to the season at Manchester United, is battling to recapture the form that made him one of Europe's most sought-after prospects. His move to Old Trafford, once heralded as a match made in heaven, has instead become a test of character, a crucible in which his talent is being forged under the intense scrutiny of the Premier League spotlight. Meanwhile, on the south coast of England, Ferguson has blossomed into a revelation for Brighton and Hove Albion. The Irishman, still just a teenager, plays with the composure and killer instinct of a seasoned veteran. His goals have fired Brighton into contention for European football, and his performances have alerted Europe's elite to his burgeoning talent. Two players, two contrasting stories, yet both united by a shared destiny, to become leading figures in the next generation of footballing superstars. The season is young, but one thing is certain: Zirkzee and Ferguson are here to stay. Zirkzee's arrival at Manchester United last summer was met with a wave of optimism. Fans and pundits alike were eager to see what the young Dutch striker could bring to the club, especially after his impressive performances in the Eredivisie. The anticipation was palpable, with supporters hoping he could be the missing piece in United's attack, a fresh face to inspire a new era at Old Trafford. Here was a player, many believed, who possessed all the attributes to thrive in the high-octane environment of the Premier League. His technical skills, combined with a natural flair and confidence on the ball, made him an exciting prospect. The club's faithful were ready to embrace him, expecting goals, creativity, and a new attacking dimension. His blend of size, strength and technical prowess, honed in the Dutch Eredivisie, seemed tailor-made for English football. Zirkzee's ability to shield the ball, link up play and finish with both feet had scouts raving. Many saw him as a modern striker, capable of leading the line or dropping deep to create chances for teammates. However, the transition hasn't been as smooth as many anticipated. The Premier League, with its relentless pace and physicality, posed new challenges. Zirkzee found himself struggling to adapt to the intensity, and the pressure to deliver immediate results began to mount. Zirkzee's early performances were a mixed bag, flashes of brilliance interspersed with moments of frustration. There were games where he showed glimpses of his immense potential, clever touches, smart movement, and the occasional goal. But just as often, he seemed isolated, struggling to make an impact or missing key opportunities in front of goal. The weight of expectation, it seemed, was a heavy burden for the young Dutchman to carry. Every touch, every miss, every gesture was scrutinized by fans and the media. The pressure to justify his transfer fee and live up to the hype was immense, and it began to show in his body language and performances. The nadir came in a home game against Newcastle United. It was a night that would prove to be a turning point, for better or worse, in Zirkzee's young career at United. Substituted before the half-hour mark, Zirkzee's frustration boiled over. The decision by the manager was a clear signal that patience was wearing thin, and the young striker's disappointment was visible for all to see. He stormed down the tunnel, only to return to the bench moments later, his anger palpable. Cameras caught every moment, and the images quickly spread across social media, fueling speculation about his mindset and future at the club. The incident sparked a media frenzy. Headlines questioned his attitude, while talk shows debated whether he had the temperament to succeed at a club of Manchester United's stature. Pundits and former players weighed in, some criticizing Zirkzee's attitude, others urging caution and patience. The football world seemed divided. Was this a young player cracking under pressure, or simply a passionate competitor desperate to prove himself? Manager Ruben Amorim defended his player publicly, but the damage was done. The incident had already left its mark, and Zirkzee now faced an uphill battle to win back the trust of fans and the confidence of his teammates. The incident cast a shadow over Zirkzee's start to life at Old Trafford, raising questions about his temperament and ability to handle the pressure cooker environment of a top club. Every subsequent appearance was viewed through the lens of that night, with critics quick to pounce on any sign of frustration or inconsistency. The road ahead for Zirkzee at Manchester United remains uncertain. He stands at a crossroads, with the next few months likely to define his future at the club, and perhaps his career as a whole. He possesses the talent, that much is undeniable. His technical ability, vision, and physical presence are rare qualities, and on his day he can be a match winner. The challenge now is to harness that talent consistently, to find the mental fortitude to match his undoubted physical gifts. It will require resilience, hard work, and perhaps most importantly, the ability to learn from setbacks and criticism. The coming months will be crucial for Zirkzee, a defining period that will determine whether his Manchester United story will be one of redemption or regret. For now, all eyes remain on the young striker, waiting to see if he can rise above adversity and fulfill the promise that once made his arrival at Old Trafford so eagerly anticipated. While Zirkzee grapples with the challenges of life at Old Trafford, adapting to the relentless pressure and expectations that come with playing for one of England's most storied clubs, another young talent is quietly making waves further south. Evan Ferguson's star continues to rise on the south coast, where the atmosphere is less intense, but the ambitions are just as high. At Brighton, Ferguson has found the perfect environment to hone his craft and showcase his burgeoning talent. The Irishman's arrival at Brighton and Hove Albion was met with a muted fanfare, a low-key transfer that barely registered on the Richter scale of Premier League news. Few could have predicted the impact he would soon have, both on the pitch and in the hearts of the Brighton faithful. Yet, in the space of just a few months, Ferguson has transformed himself from promising youngster to one of the most talked-about strikers in the division. His performances have not only caught the eye of pundits and fans, but have also injected a new sense of belief into the Brighton squad. His rise has been nothing short of meteoric. Each match seems to bring a new highlight, a new moment of brilliance that sets him apart from his peers. Whether it's a clinical finish, a clever assist, or a tireless run, Ferguson is making a habit of delivering when it matters most. Tall, powerful, and deceptively quick, Ferguson possesses a rare combination of physicality and finesse. He's not just a traditional target man. His movement off the ball and ability to read the game make him a constant threat to opposition defenses. He is clinical in front of goal, capable of scoring with either foot and his head, and his link-up play belies his tender years. Ferguson's technical ability allows him to drop deep, combine with midfielders, and create opportunities for his teammates, making him a complete forward in every sense. His performances have been instrumental in Brighton's impressive start to the season, propelling the Seagulls into the upper echelons of the Premier League table. The team's attacking play has flourished with Ferguson leading the line, and his goals have often been the difference in tight contests. Unsurprisingly, Ferguson's form has not gone unnoticed. The media has begun to buzz with excitement, and commentators are quick to highlight his maturity and composure beyond his years. The vultures are circling, with whispers of interest from the Premier League's elite growing louder with each passing week. Scouts from top clubs are regularly spotted in the stands, eager to get a closer look at the young striker who is taking the league by storm. The likes of Chelsea and Tottenham Hotspur are said to be monitoring his progress closely, seduced by his potential and the prospect of securing his signature before his value skyrockets. Rumors swirl about possible bids, and fans of rival clubs are already dreaming of seeing Ferguson in their colors. For Brighton, holding on to their prized asset will be a challenge, but one they are determined to meet. The club's hierarchy is keenly aware of Ferguson's importance, not just as a player, but as a symbol of their progress and ambition. Ferguson represents the very best of the club's commitment to youth development, a shining example of their ability to identify and nurture talent. His journey from academy prospect to first-team star is a testament to Brighton's vision and patience. His journey is only just beginning, and the footballing world watches with bated breath, eager to witness the next chapter in the Evan Ferguson story. As he continues to develop, the question is not if he will reach the very top, but just how far his talent will take him, and how long Brighton can keep hold of their shining gem. Zirkzee and Ferguson, despite their contrasting fortunes this season, share a common thread: the potential to become truly elite strikers. Both have captured the imagination of fans and pundits alike, not just for their goal-scoring exploits, but for the unique qualities they bring to the pitch. Their journeys so far have been marked by moments of brilliance, flashes of raw talent, and the kind of hunger that separates the good from the great. Their playing styles, however, offer a fascinating study in contrasts. Watching them side by side, it's clear that each has carved out a distinct identity on the field, shaped by their physical attributes, technical skills, and footballing philosophies. Zirkzee, with his towering physique and impressive technical ability, is more in the mold of a traditional target man. He uses his size and strength to dominate defenders, often acting as the focal point of his team's attack. He excels at holding up the ball, bringing teammates into play, and finishing off chances inside the penalty area. His composure under pressure and ability to shield the ball make him a nightmare for opposition defenders, while his vision allows him to create opportunities for others. Ferguson, on the other hand, is a more dynamic and versatile forward. He thrives on movement, agility, and unpredictability, constantly keeping defenders guessing with his quick feet and sharp changes of direction. His movement is intelligent and elusive, constantly probing for weaknesses in opposition defenses. Ferguson's ability to read the game and exploit space is a testament to his footballing intelligence, making him a threat both with and without the ball. He is equally comfortable operating as a lone striker, dropping deep to link play, or making runs in behind the last line of defense. This versatility allows his team to adapt their tactics mid-game, knowing Ferguson can fulfill multiple roles with equal effectiveness. His finishing is clinical, his awareness of teammates exceptional. Ferguson's knack for being in the right place at the right time, combined with his unselfish play, makes him a valuable asset in any attacking setup. Despite their different approaches, both players share the most important attribute for any striker: an unerring eye for goal. Whether it's a poacher's finish from close range or a thunderous strike from distance, both Zirkzee and Ferguson have demonstrated a natural instinct for scoring. Zirkzee's goal-scoring record in the Eredivisie speaks for itself, a testament to his consistency and ability to deliver when it matters most. Meanwhile, Ferguson's strike rate at such a young age is nothing short of phenomenal, hinting at a ceiling that is yet to be reached. Their ability to find the back of the net, coupled with their other impressive qualities, marks them out as special talents, players capable of reaching the very pinnacle of the game. Both have already shown maturity beyond their years, handling the pressures of top-flight football with remarkable composure. The coming years will be fascinating as both players continue to develop and refine their craft. With the right guidance, dedication, and a bit of luck, they could become household names, inspiring the next generation of footballers. Will Zirkzee fulfill his potential at Manchester United, a club renowned for nurturing young talent, or will he seek a fresh start elsewhere to accelerate his growth? The decisions he makes in the coming seasons could define his career. Can Ferguson maintain his meteoric rise at Brighton, continuing to develop in a supportive environment, or will the bright lights of a bigger club prove too tempting to resist? The football world will be watching closely as his story unfolds. Only time will tell, but one thing is certain: the future looks incredibly bright for these two young stars. Their journeys are just beginning, and the footballing world waits with bated breath to see just how high they can soar.